Scan the internet and you're bound to see racial pride hashtags and movements. But there's still one pride movement that's considered a serious faux pas. Can you guess which one?
I'm gonna guess white people, because you're a racist?
Hashtags like Reclaim the Bindi, Black Girl Magic, Asian Girls Unite, Native Awesome, and Latina Tuesdays are movements created for and by people of color to promote representation, self-love, and solidarity.
So when people of color decide to take pride in whatever color they happen to be, that's A-okay, perfectly well and dandy. Alright, gotcha.
But it seems that whenever marginalized people create spaces to celebrate themselves, majority groups get a little uncomfortable. Ugh, but I can't have white pride. Isn't that just taking pride in my culture?
If we're treating everybody equally and we're going to treat white people the same as you treat people of color, and by your description of people of color, then yes, that is exactly what they're doing by your own definition, if everyone is equal, right?
Well, not exactly.
Of course not.
Here's why white pride is very different from other kinds of pride.
Because it's white people doing it, and white people are awful. I mean, that's basically what this video is going to come down to, but fuck it, I've already got the clips edited, so I'm going to just continue on anyway. But just for the record, on the whole white pride, if you're an individual and you have to take pride in your skin color or your gender, you're a boring fuck. It's just that simple. I mean, you must have no individual qualities to have any kind of pride in, so you have to cling to the arbitrary nonsense of whatever your skin color happens to be, or whether you got a cock and balls or a pussy or, you know, those lovely titties. Because, well, you're fucking boring and you probably suck.
Number 1, whiteness and white culture are already everywhere. Whether it's Congress, CEOs, beauty magazines, children's books, or the Oscars, whiteness is already everywhere.
Well, Francesca, what you could do is run for Congress. Get elected. There you go. Start a company. Be a CEO. Oprah did it. No reason you can't. Beauty magazine. Shit. Pose for one of those if you think people want to look at you. Shit, there's a black beauty magazine out there. Go for it. Fuck. Write a children's book. Go to Amazon and search black children's books. You'll see there's an entire section where they have them called African American children's books. So that exists. You want an Oscar? Fuck. Then get in a movie that's actually good and act good and maybe you'll get one. But I guess that might interfere with your YouTube career of bitching about nonsense.
When people ask, why do we need a Black History Month, or Native Pride, or Puerto Rican Day Parade? It's because almost every aspect of our schooling and upbringing in America centers around whiteness.
I mean, I remember when I was in school, and hell, I didn't even know black people existed until I got out of school. And I was reading about a couple people, like there was Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks that tried to do things, but apparently, I mean, they obviously, all of those people just failed miserably because they're not white, for one. And obviously, I mean, look how oppressed you are now with microaggressions. I mean, Rosa Parks, she might as well just stayed at the back of the bus. Martin Luther King, he might as well never have even done anything. He didn't accomplish shit. I mean, my God, look how oppressed you are now. I mean, all you ought to do is have a couple YouTube channels, one of them hosted by fucking MTV, for Christ's sake. But hey, I mean, God, you are so oppressed. And I'm white. And I don't have an MTV show, but hey, I have my whiteness going for me. Hurrah for me!
Number 2, for communities of color, pride is about visibility.
I can see you just fine. I just wish I didn't have to hear you.
For a large part of American history, it was perfectly legal for people of color to be treated as second-class citizens. Remember, not too long ago, black people couldn't legally live in certain neighborhoods or go to certain schools. And as recently as the 1940s, it wasn't uncommon to see armed police officers dragging Native American children to European-style boarding schools.
So in 2016 America, black people can't buy homes in any neighborhood they want. Native American kids are still getting whisked away by the police. That's happening today, right? Right? I mean, it has to be happening today. You're bringing it up. Because, I mean, you know, I guess this is a history video, and because this shitty things happened in the past by people now who are, for the most part, all fucking dead, I guess I, being white, am responsible for this, and you, being black, are still a victim for this, even though I didn't do it and you didn't experience it. Is that where we're going with this bullshit?
And while white pride has always been the standard, black pride, native pride, and other racial pride movements are an act of defiance in an oppressive culture that says being different, or not white, is wrong.
What oppressive culture are you talking about? Because it sure as shit isn't the one that I live in America.
And let me be clear, proudly celebrating the achievements and lives of people of color is not saying that white people haven't achieved. It's a way to prevent marginalized people from being forgotten or misrepresented by a white system that has historically overlooked and oppressed them.
And that oppression still goes on to this day. I mean, MTV would never give a black woman a show on one of their YouTube channels or even television. Oh wait.
Number 3. White pride has almost always been synonymous with white supremacy.
Aren't white people just the fucking worst?
Before you go too far down the road thinking white pride is just like any other racial pride, you might want to see who built that road and who likes to hang out there, because it's mostly white supremacists.
Yeah, if a white person has white pride, then they're obviously racist. But if a person of color, we'll say a black person, has black pride, they are absolutely in no way racist at all.
Y'all are going into slavery for enslaving so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right? That's what the Bible say, all right? So y'all can sit up here and listen. Y'all can take it as a joke, but guess what? All the atrocities that was done to our people is going to be done to you times 2, all right? If I didn't do that, he would have just kept walking, man. And then when we saw him again, he gave respect and death to all you crackers, man.
That's right.
Oh, fucking punks, man. That's right. I want to bash your fucking head in, man. That's right.
Y'all are going into slavery, death to all you crackers, and we're going to bash your fucking head in. Absolutely not racist at all.
In 2014 in Harrison, Arkansas, a billboard from White Pride Radio went up that said, "It's not racist to love your people," and that station's website redirected to kkkradio.com. You know, the KKK, the people who lynched, bombed, and terrorized black people in the name of white pride for over 150 years.
Death to all you crackers, man.
That's right.
Oh, fucking punks, man. That's right. I want to bash your fucking head in, man. That's right.
Or there's the message board Stormfront, who use white pride in their logo. They have ties to neo-Nazis, were named the internet's first major hate site, and are actually run by former KKK leaders.
Yeah, the Stormfront message board. It's the mirror image to social justice warriors like yourself. I mean, fuck. If you were born a white woman instead of a black woman, you would be the queen of that fucking Stormfront message board, and you goddamn know it.
Basically, white pride has a long history of violence and trying to silence people of color. But I'm not a white supremacist. I just want to celebrate my white heritage. Well, I hate to break it to you, but...
You really need to work on that kind of sarcastic voice you're doing. That I hate to break it to you, but you look like you shit your fucking pants. Now, I know I'm white-splaining to you or mansplaining to you, and I'm sure I'm horrible and racist for it. I'm white, so obviously, just by default, I'm fucking racist. But seeing as you're the one propagating racist bullshit, and that's what you're going to continue to do, continue on, but that was just really fucking retarded. Then again, this whole video has been absolutely fucking retarded and hypocritical. But then again, you got to put yourself on a pedestal because, you know, white people like myself are fucking evil. You fucking racist retard.
Number 4, whiteness itself is a moving target that's main purpose has been to exclude.
I can't even begin. If I have to tell you why the statement, whiteness itself is a moving target that's main purpose has been to exclude, is racist, then you are retarded. And maybe I'm being ableist by calling out your willful retardation. I don't care. You're fucking stupid. And you deserve to be called stupid. Just like this video deserves to be called stupid. But really, right now, I'm just sitting here in awe that this shit is being propagated by MTV, a major fucking media outlet. It's on their fucking YouTube channel. I mean, goddamn, could you imagine the shit fit, like if fucking, I don't know, VH1 gave us fucking Stormfront a fucking 5-minute segment every week? And, and they said blackness itself is a moving target that's main purpose is to exclude? Can you imagine the shit fit people would throw? But no, we get this talentless fucking hack who's doing it on MTV, and that's perfectly fine, because it's white people, and it's history. Never mind that the white people that are responsible for some of that bad history are all fucking dead. They're fucking dead, and the white people alive today are not guilty of perpetuating it, and this bitch did not experience fucking the same shit Rosa Parks did. I mean, she'll try to tell you she did, I'm sure, through a microaggression, and I've seen other retarded videos from her before, but oh my god, this is fucking unbelievable. And there's still more to go in this piece of shit.
Look, it's wonderful to be proud of where you're from, and no one's saying there shouldn't be a St. Patrick's Day or a San Gennaro festival, but here's a fun fact about the history of whiteness in the U.S. At one time, being Finnish, Polish, Ukrainian, Russian, Italian, Spanish, Greek, German, and especially Irish or Jewish was seen as being lower than white people, and many of those groups weren't considered white at all.
Today on MTV News, long dead white people did shitty things, and if you're white and alive today, you are responsible for it.
Look, everyone should be allowed to have pride in who they are.
Unless you're white.
But it's important to understand that the term white pride comes with a lot of baggage.
To paraphrase something I heard Doug Stanhope say once, that's dead people's baggage, and I'm not carrying it.
White pride specifically has resulted in the oppression and erasure of people of color. And when people experience oppression for who they are, loving yourself and taking pride in who you are is a revolutionary act.
This bullshit has nothing to do with loving yourself or taking pride in who you are. It has to do with taking pride in other people's accomplishments because they share the same skin color as you, or condemning other people because they share the same skin color as white people because they're white and they're awful, because that's how this social justice bullshit works. I said this earlier, I'll reiterate because I can't repeat this enough. You are anybody. And I don't care. This goes for white pride, black pride, anybody that takes pride in their fucking skin color. You're fucking boring. Take pride in what you do as an individual. All right, you happen to be born a certain skin color. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Bravo. Guess what? So is everybody else on the fucking planet. And if you really want to get rid of this racist shit, you actually do just forget about it because it doesn't say shit about an individual. But most people, reasonable people, already realize this. I'm just fucking telling. Why should I even have to fucking say this? The reason I have to is because of bullshit videos like this when I'm watching this crap here in 2016, that where now we're not living in the fucking 40s and 50s where it's the white power bullshit. Those people get mocked relentlessly now. Look at what happened to Phil Anselmo, for Christ's sake. But now we have people that are equally as racist, except instead of saying black power, they're saying white people are evil and oppressing me when they're not. Well, look what happened 100 years ago. Look what happened 50 years ago. None of my fucking concern. I'm not responsible for it. Yeah, history's a bitch. It's done. It's fucking dead. And fuck you for trying to fucking co-opt the actual oppression that your ancestors may have went through. I mean, goddamn. I mean, this her fucking grandma probably actually went through some shit. And what is she going through? I thought someone said a mean tweet to me online. I have to live with microaggressions. Fuck you and anyone like you. God, you people fucking suck.
So what are some ways that you celebrate your heritage?
Well, how can I celebrate my culture? I'm white. That's horrible. I mean, being white is a moving target that's main purpose has been to exclude. So how can I possibly celebrate that? I mean, that's just awful. And if I celebrate that, I'm a racist. Well, I mean, I guess just being white, I'm a racist anyway, and it's impossible for you to be a fucking racist, you fucking racist. God, MTV are putting this shit out there. Her and Lacey Green. Goddamn, unfucking believable. But anyway, yeah, I'm horrible and white. I'm just awful, so I definitely can't celebrate my culture. But since I'm white and I'm horrible, I'm going to probably culturally appropriate something. I'm thinking of culturally appropriating caveman culture and playing Far Cry Primal. Haven't decided if I want to spend the $60 on that yet. Think maybe I'll try to do a Kickstarter and maybe I can get somebody to buy it for me. Then I definitely play it. But I don't know if I want to spend my own money on it. But I'm white and I'm horrible, so I have to culturally appropriate something. Fuck, that's what we do. Oh, goddamn. I can't. MTV is putting this shit out there. MT-fucking-V. Wow. You know, I don't know what to say other than that. Holy shit. What a horrible video. What a horrible channel. And what fucking awful propaganda to be putting out there. But, that is what it is today. And, oh yeah, now, fuck you, you racist bitch. Take care, everybody else who isn't a fucking racist.